Hey there, hope you guys have a good day today. Today is Thursday, 28th of May 2026. It is exactly 10 p.m. in the evening. Hello and welcome to the stream. Hello guys, tonight we're going to continue our journey with Snowbreak Containment Zone main story. So yeah, without further ado, let's go to the game. Sorry about that. Okay, there you go. Let me just... Cool. I need to do daily first. Sorry about that. I guess this all will be expired later. Let me just use it. 4, right? Okay. Very cool. Oh, you know what? I forgot about something. Oh, is it under? Did I forgot? Oh, 3 days left. Okay. It's fine. Okay. Can I do you now? Nope. All right. Tomorrow. Yeah, I think operation. Yep. Because today is Thursday, right? Usually on Thursday I start doing this thing. Is it 30 yet? Oh no, I don't have enough to do for the story. Oh shit, yeah, there you go. Okay, I have this one. Never mind. 20. About the thing about Snowbreak, right? They didn't give you enough. This spare energy thing. Not like Aether Gazer, Punching Raven, and Honkai Impact, where they give you a lot, and sometimes it's almost overflow for you. So yeah. Right. This is just for me to play the story. Alright, 300. That's nice. You know what? How many limited? I have 36 left. This thing will expire actually. Oh no, I 27. Okay, this thing gonna expire. How about this? Yeah, limited. Still limited. God damn. I don't know what to pull. By the way, I have this 119. I already have all of them. I don't really care about the weapons right now. Yeah. Right. Anyways, let's continue with the story. Let me put on my headphone. Oh, you know what? Before I put on my headphone, I need to put my head cover. I don't want my head go bald. Right. Let me blow my nose for a moment. Okay. Put on my head cover so that my hair doesn't fall off from the extended press from the headphone. I really want to get the earphone instead. But the thing is, I already invest a lot of item for this headphone, like the headphones hanger, something like that I can just hang it at the table side. So yeah. Oh, it's too loud for me. Let me just. There you go. There you go. At least it will be okay for you guys, and yeah. Right. Let's continue. Main story, Ulster, back from Bygone. So my thinking is we're gonna do until progress 8, I guess, or surging wave until here, and then we're gonna continue this tomorrow. Let's see how it goes. Let's see how long is it. How long will this be? After leaving the Andrioti Manor, we followed the river back toward Lushkelen coastal district. There was no pursuers in sight on both banks. People hurried past with suitcases and baggage carts, heading for the border. According to Madeline, the direction Cersei went and the route those missing guests took both lead to the same place. So what exactly is this Lido Island?
レイト島というのは昔の呼び方で、今は小福街と呼ばれています。船でローズランに来た作州の商人が建てた作州風の街並みが特徴の場所なんです。
Founded by merchant from Shoujo. Okay, so I guess like that's where like the other, you know, Longyan will be, I guess. Is it how it's gonna be? Hold on for a moment. Okay, never mind.
ゴンドラを使えば30分くらいで着くでしょう。
Half hour ride. Okay, that's cool. After Marian's brief explanation, we switched to a passing gondola and headed for Chongfu Street. The small boat rocked gently beneath us as it drifted into the canal, carrying the three of us toward our destination. Right. Just like last time, we had not gone far when Madeline's voice floated through the speakers. Complete in 2022. I'm not sure where this story takes place. Which year? I think 2040 something. The era of by sea. Don't tell me Madeline recorded the narration for every sightseeing spot in Lukhelen. That's nice. She dedicated herself towards the work. Sounds like she's really passionate about running the tourism businesses. As Marian and I chat, I sent Cersei several messages asking where she was, but there was no reply at all. But before long, Chongfu Street came into view. Just as Marian had said, this part of Lukhelen felt completely different from the coastal district. So this is like the Chinatown of Lukhelen, I see, okay. Lukhelen's usual timber and stone buildings were now lined with red pillared walkways and grey tile roof. Most striking of all were the little stone foxes perched atop the tiered eaves. Back when I visited Shoujo, I saw plenty of rich beasts, lions, dragons, but foxes, this is a first. It's Longyan. And they are 9-tailed fox. At her words, I looked at the stone beast again. Sure enough, each fox had 9 cloud-like tails fan out behind it.
作州の商人がローズランで商売を始めた歴史は1000年以上前に遡ります。シルク、磁器だけでなく、キュービ信仰という信仰を持ち込んできました。何でも商売繁盛のご加護があると言われています。
Okay, hold on for a moment. I forgot to send this on my stream notification. I'm not sure why. There you go. Right. Cool. Cool. Hold on for a moment. Armor crate, I need you to turn on, and task manager. Both 3 of you. There you go. There you go. Once the boat finally docked, our light-hearted conversation tapered off. The 3 of us slowly made our way toward the largest memorial archway in Chongfu Street, our nerves tightening with every step. At a glance, the street was bustling. People wandered in small groups, content smiles on their faces. Speakers along the roadside played light, cheerful music, the slightly grainy sound reminding me of the old radio Acacia kept in her quarters. Everything before us looked placid and harmonious, yet with the deadly flood looming, the ordinary scene felt unsettling eerie.
あれ、人がたくさん集まっていますね。
Marian moved a few steps ahead, scanning the crowd. A few minutes later, she returned to my side with a grave expression.
アンドレオッチ家の招待を受けた客ばかりです。しかも高齢の方ばかり。
I guess my family invited the ceremony. What stranger is that most of them are on the older side? What do you mean? Oh, okay.
パーティーに行かず、ここで何をしているのかしら。
As we puzzling over As we were puzzling over it, wait a moment. Let me just. There you go. Akasha tugged at my sleeve and showed me something in her hand. It was a brightly colored flyer. The background showed a shoujo-style street with bold lettering splashed across the face. Chongfu Street Retro Fair, a journey back to the 20s. As in 2020s. So this story take place like 2050 or 2070 or something. Where did you get that?
地面に落ちてたよ。なんかの展覧会をやってるみたい。
The 20s, at a time that already felt distant. I see this. It's only 2040. Because of the overseas and distant, modern art and culture had been cut off from the tradition of the old era, leaving a reef that almost impossible to bridge. I never would have guessed, aside from Akasha, there were still people in this world trying to bring the past back to life. Sudden, a burst cracked above us, and we look up, a tiny party popper strung along the streetlight. When there was a shower of confetti rained down, covering the entire street in a glittering curtain. On top of that, rose-colored mist began to spill from spent poppers, coating the pavilion and rooftop in soft dreamlike sheen. The sparking haze blurred my vision, and a faint raspberry scent seeped in, spreading through my senses until I felt like I was drifting in a rose-tinted sea. When the dizziness finally ebbed, the inexplicable joy welled up from deep inside me, and everything in Chong suddenly seemed warm and inviting. God damn! He got darn good! Thank goodness the wife is here. So he's not done good yet. But the feeling lasted only a heartbeat before Marian and Cassia both clamped their hands over their mouths and noses, scanning the area with wary eyes. They knows. Oh shoot. There you go.
この匂いと音は人の精神に影響を与えるみたいだね。私もそう思います。分析員さん、これからどうしますか?
Looks like some kind of mind control is at play. Since it doesn't work on us, let's hold back for now and observe. Really, Ajatan, doesn't work on you. You almost fall down the rabbit hole. Okay, there you go. As the rose-colored mist slowly thinned, a petite familiar figure emerged beneath the archway. Cersei.
部長、それからアカシアさんとマリアンさん、どうしてここにいるんですか?
Akasha and Marian froze for a moment, but their shock quickly turned into a relief at seeing a familiar face. A hint of surprise crossed Cersei's face too. She faltered for a moment, then forced a strange smile.
みんなもノスタルジア展に来たんですか?
Ah!
面白そうですよね。
Nah, she's playing it. She's playing it. She pretends to be played by the mist. Ah, there you go. She faltered for a moment, then forced a strange smile. Nah.
分析員さん。
Yeah, we're just looking around a bit. A deep heavy bell tolled, each strike vibrating straight through my mind. All around us, the visitor wore blank smiles, as if they had gotten completely lost in the atmosphere.
一緒に入ってみますか?
Before I could answer, Cersei had already turned and started ahead of us. Akasha and Marian leaned in close, whispering under their breath.
ここの観光客、みんな洗脳されて、ここに留まっているみたいですね。セシルも似たような状態ですね。ソフィーの仕業でしょうか?
I didn't answer right away, with every claw pointing on to the same conclusion. A knot tightened in my chest. Has been affected too. I'm not sure if Sophie is behind it. Watching Cersei's fragile figure ahead of us, I couldn't tell whether I wanted my suspicion to be right or wrong. For now, let's just play along. Whoever behind this will slip up sooner or later.
予想
We act like the visitors, enjoy the place, pretend we are having fun. As far as anyone knows, we are just tourists.
了解。とにかく今は楽しく遊ぼ
Oh, you
う
really
っ
want
てこ
that?
とだよね。
we walk, chatting and laughing. We walk under the archway, and headed deeper into the Shongfu Street. Tracy glanced back at us. Her smile looked a little less unnatural than before. Inside Shongfu Street, narrow alleys scissored with wider lanes in every direction. Malagros painted lantern and bamboo umbrellas swayed overhead, adding unmistakable shoujo flair to the place. The waterways here were too narrow for gondolas to get through, so the locals built 24 small bridges across them instead. It's actually pretty nice, pretty cool, if I, if you ask me. The background is still like the... What was that city name in Italy again? The V something. I forgot. But yeah, basically that. But and then there's like the Chinatown in the middle. Each bridge has like peaks beneath it, and once night fell, the bridges and their reflections joined to form 24 moons. To reach the main street, we had to cross a long stretch of road, and the organizer had set up something special there. It's the fox, the nine-tailed fox decoration that they said earlier. Not inside this, I guess. A few odd-looking vehicles sat parked at the start of the road, and even staff member immediately wavers over as we approach. Her voice is not suitable for her face or her character design. For some reason, the character design for NPC goes hard in this game, man. Like, come on now. Same goes for NTE. The NPC design goes way too hard. But Snowbreak especially because it's a visual novel game, right? Visual novel storytelling, you can see like the splash art of these. Damn. If you ask me, these weird little cards don't look like Time Machine in the slightest.
分析分かってないな。昔のタイムマシンはこんな感じだったんだよ。
Time Machine is real in this? What? This is Time Machine. Oh, okay. Just an attraction. If I could even react, Gasha had already hopped into the driver's seat, looking absolutely thrilled. She drove the little time machine in a circle around us, honking the horn to hurry us aboard. We could technically call it a vehicle since it had wheels, but it was really just a moving plank, no seats, not even a handhold. It felt less like a design choice and more like some unspoken quirk people of the era simply accepted. Not really seeing the appeal, we climbed onto the plank as carefully as we could, holding on the driver's seat just to stay balanced.
みんな、ちゃんと座った？
Hi. Aw, this cute. She eased the control lever forward and started humming at a bright little tune, her eyes crinkling across into crescent. There might have been a bit of acting involved, but Akasha seems really happy. The time machine wasn't fast, but it jolted and swayed as it rolled along. Marian braced herself against me, while Cersei looked like she could barely stay upright. Cersei, if you are having trouble keeping your balance, you can hold on to my shoulder. After a long moment, a pair of delicate trembling hands finally came to rest on my shoulders. She didn't dare grip, just slightly caught the fabric of my coat between her fingers.
ありがとうございます。部長。
My goodness, I hope Cersei is playable, man. She's so cute. Her soft fangs reached my ear. Out of the corner of my eye, I saw her cheeks flush and a small, shy smile tugging at her lips, as if something quietly wonderful had just happened.
そういえば、このノスタルジア展ってなんで20年代限定なんだろう。ノスタルジア展は笑福街の40周年を記念するイベントですから。住民が昔のものを集めて飾り付けをしたのも当時の雰囲気を振り返るためです。
Life back then, huh? Hold on. I had not lived through it myself, but from Akasha's stories and the bits and pieces recorded in the old books, it sounded like a pretty good time. Juosis had not yet broken out on a large scale. Most people didn't even know such an incurable illness existed, and live simple, happy lives. The Descent and the Titans had not touched their world either. No wonder people back then could devote themselves so freely to art and culture. As we drifted into thoughts of the past, the scenery of the main street unfolded before us, and the crowd thickened up ahead. The first thing that caught my eye was the neon signs clustered together almost like fish scales. Most had no text, just retro style line art, bright and bold. They splashed color across the otherwise grey alleys. I carried faint sweetness, and every so often tiny orange spark drifted by. Through the source of those warm flecks of light, I spotted the food stand. The coals burned bright beneath the roasting sweet potatoes, their scent inviting. Beside them, the vendor operated a fat and familiar food pedal machine. Scores one around. Wait, why did I read all of that? There's a light leaf, bamboo stick. Okay. Cotton candy. Cotton candy in Japanese is watagashi. Okay.
Sa, 食べてみて。私の時代にあったお菓子だよ。砂糖が足りなかったから3つしかできないって店主に言われたけど。
Oh, okay.
マリアンに
Hold on. Oh.
セシルに1つ。
Wait, what? Hello there, Theodus. Welcome to the stream, man. Hope you're doing. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for the sub. Hello. Sorry about that. Let me just. That just caught my gut off. Thank you there, Theodus. I hope I say it right. It wasn't like. Sorry. There you go. It wasn't like I'd never had cotton candy before, but at Yggdrasil, we even had someone logistic who was really good at making it. The one on my hand feel like fluffy clouds. I wasn't even sure how to take my first bite. So she stuck her tongue out just a little, taking tiny careful licks. Marian, even the refined one, pinched off a thin piece off, placing it in her mouth. I thought the girls were overreacting with how careful they were, but the moment I took a bite, I realized they weren't exaggerating at all. As my lip touched the cottony cloud, it collapsed, burying my entire face in fluffy, sugary strands. Is that how cotton candy works? What the fuck? By the time I finally managed to get a mouthful, my eyebrows and cheeks were streaked with white. Akasha burst into laughter. I don't know, you tell me. The thing is, the Japanese dialogue isn't even said like, how did you end up like that? Bunsekin, Ajatan. Your face is all white. I don't know why they didn't just say that that word. Instead they changing it to how did you end up like that. Probably because they gonna, people gonna feel like, what? It doesn't have a G's on him. Sorry. With that, Akasha grabbed the front of my clothes, pulled me down toward her. As soon as she could read my face, she leaned in. Her warm, damp tongue swept lightly across my cheek and carrying a sticky sweetness away with it. Oh, that's hot. Hey, that's hot. Oh, Marianne is mad. That's not what she talking about. Yeah, she knows. Marianne said it with a smile, but her brows dipped subtly, a quiet thread beneath her expression. She leaned in as well, mirroring what Akasha had just done, and left a faint trace of her own saliva on the spots Akasha could not reach. I know they say it's scent, but I just wanted to make I want to make like more sexual stuff. So sorry about that. The clock doesn't move. I just realized. Let me just fix the countdown. I forgot to fix the countdown. There you go. Right, nice. Hold on for a moment. There you go. She didn't as well, mirroring what Akasha had done, and left a faint trace of her own saliva on the spots Akasha could not reach. Cute. Are we gonna have like some kind of, stuff before, you know, we get back to the mission. I'm not sure what mission now we're supposed to do. I mean, we already arrived at the place. Is this Lido Island, right?
分析員さん、記念品を買いに行きませんか？
Come on, Cersei. Come up and ask something so that I can be free from this too. I knew it, Cersei.
ニューススタンドに行ってから記念品を買いに行っちゃダメですか？
I swear to God, she's so cute, but I want to know her. Who's her voice actress? Who's her seiyuu?
もしくはその逆で。
It sounds a lot like she's made out of from Vocaloid, man.
ダメです。
No, don't be mad, Cersei.
どうしても私と分析員を取り合うつもりなら、正々堂々と勝負して決めよう。
Akasha crossed her arm, throwing down her challenge with all swagger. Pickle Master, swagger, man, damn.
いいですよ。何で勝負しましょうか？あそこにゲームセンターがあるでしょ。ゲームで勝負ってのはどう？勝った方が先に分析員に付き合ってもらうってことで。
Are you sure this is even remotely fair? Yeah, there you go. Come on, Akasha, you are the gamer here. Marian is just a masochist.
受けて立ちましょう。
Oh, damn. Okay. I thought Marian would third down such a lopsided match. Spark excitement. She flexed her finger and started checking the joystick and buttons. But even after she finished her whole pre-game ritual, Marian still made no move to sit down.
もう一度ルールを確認しますね。アーケードゲームでアカシアさんに勝てば私の勝ちですよね。
Are we gonna witness the first Akasha L?
うん、そうだよ。
I like this. I already figured out from the intentional freezing what Marian was getting at. But Akasha, to absorb in the machine in front of her, failed to notice the trap. If you lose the game, I win it. Okay.
じゃあ、分析員さん、代わりに戦ってもらえませんか？
God damn. That's not fair at all. As Susan curled at her lips and she stuck lightly at my arm, she looked so cute that it was almost impossible to turn her down.
それは反則でしょ。ですが、違反してないですよ。分析員さんが出ちゃいけないルールなんてありませんよ。
God damn, she got played like a fiddle.
なんたる深く。
And Pat is still beside me, motioning for me to sit.
分析員だからって勝てると思わないで。
Alright, since you both agreed to this, let's begin. The game was called Kettlehead. Oh, are you kidding me? Kettlehead? Ah. You mean Cuphead? Okay, yeah. Let's not like, you know, let's not like pretend that it's not the reference. Okay. Kettle in a duel, firing shot. Yeah, we know about this. We know about the game. Sure, we're already planning to take me out without losing a single HP. What do you mean taking each other out? I thought Kettlehead is like Cuphead is a co-op game instead of PvP. Let me check. In duel, okay, so I was wrong. I mean, it's referred to Cuphead and stuff, right? But it's just fighting each other. Okay, that's a nice twist on it.
準備はいい？
Ready. Motion across the screen. All out offensive, okay. Akasha pressed her advantage and fired off a volley of homing rounds.
くらえ。
That's like the most Akasha sound I ever heard. Kurae.
Hmm. 分析員、避けてるだけじゃ勝てないよ。
You're right. That's why it's my turn to attack. Going all in is kind of mandatory. Yeah, that's true. Jump. But the cooldown was long. The moment I saw an opening, I dashed through a blind spot and closed the gap in an instant. A giant of blue bubbles fell into Akasa's kettle head. Nice.
やりました。分析員さん、さすがです。
Heading Marin praise. Akasha didn't sulk. She just flashed a mischievous grin. Her fingers blurred across button. In midair, she broke out of hit stun, charged up, then fired a heavy shot. The shot came from an angle that was almost impossible to dodge, and I barely had time to reposition after attack. So I could only take it head on and lose 2 HP. Goddamn.
見くびらないで。このゲームはちっちゃい頃からやり込んでるんだから。
I've been playing this since I was a kid. What a flex. It's freaking Cuphead. Just Kettle Head, sorry. A Kettle for their head. Akasa only got bolder. She put the rest of her energy into wide area barrage that filled the entire screen. AoE, okay. It's only one HP, all I could do is keep blocking the hits. Akasa's energy bar ran lower and lower, and the moment the barrage ended, I dropped my guard only to realize she had been baiting me the whole time.
そう来ると思った。
Hold on for a moment. Oh shoot, I want to check something. Oh. Hold on. Okay, that's nice. I have some message that I need to go through. Just hold on for a moment. Alright, there you go. The kettle hits Queen angrily, dashed right in front of me and in an instant, and swung a punch straight at my face. KO! Goddamn. Lose. No, Marian lost. Oh, really? We win? Also, a moment ago, Akasha got the head flop over with a sad little thud. Wait, what? When the big red cow flashed across the screen, Akasha stared at me in total disbelief, putting almost the exact same expression as her falling kettle head. Damn, I thought we'd lose. Because I used my ult. What? Bro, that's cheating. Because I used my ult. What a flex, man. Like, I tapped the wall of text post beside the cabinet. The Akasha had screen leaned in to read it. But when I stopped blocking, I fired ricochet shot. Each bounce double damage. Okay. Even taking out 3 HP with one shot wasn't that difficult, I guess. Wasn't that hard, okay. Oh, I'm spending so much time with you, I pick up a thing or two. Her head dipped as she tried to hide the spreading blood behind her eye. Aww.
どうやら私と分析員さんの勝ちのようですね。はあ、負けは負けだから仕方ない。マリアンの行きたいところに行こう。
A gift shop.
それじゃあニューススタンドに行きましょうか。勝負には絶対に負けたくなかったんですけど、どこに行くかは正直どっちでもよかったんです。
She gave me a playful wink, a sly little smile softened by a touch of innocence. Yeah, she ain't innocent at all. I mean, it's you, Akasha. People all want to be competitive with you because you flex hard. The way that her not dead face, what is it called again? Deadpan delivery of that voice, right? By the time we stepped out of the arcade, there was already late afternoon. The sunlight had softened, and a cool breeze shook a few leaves loose, sending them drifting down. The girl's breeze steps crunched over the fallen leaves. Except for Cersei, her footsteps made almost no sound, quiet just like her. Suddenly it felt like she was just a shadow trailing behind us. Cersei? Hearing me call her, she turned, slightly flustered. I was just wondering, with the flood so close, why does everyone here still seem so relaxed, so able to enjoy themselves? She didn't answer right away. Instead, she brushed her hair back over her shoulders and calmly pushed her glass up the bridge of her nose. The lens caught. Oh my god. Sorry. The lens caught a soft halo of light, hiding her expression. She's trying to become the. She pretends to become the hypnotized resident, I guess, I believe. Her voice was soft and sweet. A few simple words were almost enough to melt someone's heart. But a moment later, I caught a glimpse of pale blue depth that felt bottomless in her eyes. Damn. When I turned, Akasha and Marian were already standing at Red Chaos, waving us over. Maybe we'd passed it earlier because it looked kind of familiar, but without Akasha pointing it out, none of us would have guessed it. It was the newsstand. So surprised the owner looked even younger than us. Really? Okay, when I said like the design is goated, this is not one of it. I mean, probably I don't know if it's like, you know, I don't know if it's, what do you call that, intentional to make this kind of design. But either way, this is just meh. Is that how the locals here talk? Because it doesn't make any sense to me. I glanced at Marian, but she only shook her head, just as confused.
昔はこういう言い回しで見栄を張ってたんだよ。例えば、私は惑星開拓のブランドオーナーで、分析員は樹木警官の動的再構成のブランドオーナーで。
What the hell?
木の動的再構成って各地区の木を抜いてるってこと。わかりやすいでしょ？
Okay. Subtitle, localization, or whatever translation, this is plainly rude. What's so hard to get? That sounds like a rude thing to say. It's just like she undermined her question. She belittled her question. Akasha didn't say that. In the Japanese, she says, yeah, that's the same. It's not hard. It's not hard at all, right? Something like that. What's so hard to get? That's different. That's like she belittles her question. What she's saying is, it's easy to guess, right? Something like that. It's not hard at all, right? Yeah. Come on now. It's just plainly rude, the localization here. Seems like Akasha is just a bully. Yeah, people from the era really are hard to understand. Oh my god. The NPC here doesn't... The NPC voices in this game doesn't match their design at all.
違うよ。私はあの時代の人間だから知ってて当たり前だよ。え？私と同い年くらいにしか見えませんけど。
The creator muttered under her breath, clearly not taking Akasha with seriously. The kiosk was crammed. The creator had put up some mesh hanging racks, making little more room for manga and magazines. She finally chose one, lifting it and turning the page slowly and carefully. A puff of all dust drifted out, catching the sunlight and shimmering like gold as it floated into her eyes.
ちょっとしか経ってないのに、なんでこんなに古くなっちゃったのかな。
Really? Hearing her quiet, wistful murmur, the curator scratched her head with a puzzled look.
地面から発掘されたものですから、古くて当然ですよ。
Yo, why is her voice like that, man? Like, she's so smug about this. Huh? These were all dug from the ground. There's no way it's still nice and clean. I mean, the Japanese voice is the same, I guess.
地面から発掘されたものですから、古くて当然ですよ。
Of course it's gonna be dirty, something like that. Yeah, the same shit. This is fine, to be honest. There's no way they'll stay nice and clean. And the Japanese just say like, of course it's going to be dirty, same thing. But the way she said it, this VA, it sounds so smug. What the fuck?
紙の方はだいたいこんな感じです。比較的状態のいいおもちゃもありますけど。見てみますか?
Like I said, the NPC voice and the design doesn't match at all. Oh, Tamagotchi! Shira managed to roll behind her and placed 4 colorful eggs into our hands. Miracle egg. I swear it's not called Miracle egg in Japan. Sure, meant to play it. I think it's not pretty good decoration. It's not decoration! Girl, come on. Creator. Are you kidding me?
この四角いところってもしかしてスクリーンなんですか?
Mary and Cersei studied the toys intently but didn't seem to have a clue.
何言ってるの? まったく。これはミラクルエッグとかじゃなくておせわっちっていうの。
おせわっち。
昔のペットが飼えるゲーム機なんだ。
Pet device. I really want Tamagotchi, man. Fuck. It's been a while since I played Tamagotchi. I can swiftly pull the little paper tap from the back of the head. Yeah, the one that they separate the battery from the connector, right? Yeah, so that it doesn't lose power. Hey, oh my god, it's so nostalgic, man. These rang out one after another, and the screen flickered to life. It is a drone device, yes. You say you are curator. Come on. A jumble of pixels flickered across the screen, quickly forming a little cat that bounced up and down. It looked incredibly cute.
餌をあげたり、お風呂に入れたりできるんですね。さらにマルチ通信機能まであるんですか?
Wait a second. How much if I want new Tamagotchi? Is it any Tamagotchi around? Tamagotchi is still there. It's still here. Check out Tamagotchi and products and characters. Babychi, Maruchi, Tamachi, Mamechi, Kuchipachi, Mimichi, Pochichi, Memechi, Furawachi, Whipchi, Milkchi, Gozaruchi. I guess. Where do I buy it? Tamagotchi Paradise. Can I buy it? Sorry for no music at all, because for some reason, when I tap out, lost the voice. Oh, it doesn't send to Malaysia, really? God damn. How much is this? This isn't like an official one, right? No one gonna buy the official. Oh well, whatever.
あの時代にはおもちゃがたくさんあったんだから。端末しかない今とは全然違うよ。
Miss, I mean, curator, how much for all four? I'll take them.
私の分まで?
A faint blush crept up her cheeks. Flustered, she almost handed the Osawachi back without thinking. Of course, I figured you might like something cute like this. Oh my god, she's so cute. She lowered her head with a small smile. Gently, she slipped Osawachi into her pocket and cupped her hand over it, as if shielding something precious.
お金なんてとんでもないですよ。こちらこそどんなものなのか教えてもらったのですから。やっぱり過去はいいですね。のんびりと自分の店をやるこの感じ、すごく好きなんです。
Akasha opened her mouth as if to speak, but no words came. After a moment, she just gave a small, wistful smile. Oh shoot! There's more mist. Cloud of roasting smoke drifted outward. So basically, the moment the hypnotization almost wear off, they just do it again. They just spew this all pink mist again. Thinking that's okay. Yeah, there you go. The moment the hypnotization almost wear off, the fireworks just goes off again. Okay. And that wash of color, everyone broke into bright blissful mind. The creator was even grinning from into ear. But the shy girl among us didn't share any of it. Instead, a faint, cold flicker of satisfaction glinted in her eyes. Marian and Akasha caught the subtle shift instantly. At the same moment, both of them glanced at me. When no one else was looking, I gave a small shake of my head. They understood right away. Their expression settled, and they carried on as if nothing had happened. Oh.
時間が経つのは早いですね。もう夜の7時ですよ。
Instead, a faint, cold flicker of satisfaction glinted in her eyes. Satisfaction? That's a weird way to say. Is it... Does Cersei do this? Marian and Akasha caught the subtle shift instantly. Okay, so I guess I thought it's Longyan who did it. I guess it's Cersei then.
みんなで楽しく遊んでいたからでしょう。部長、今日はまず宿を取って、明日また観光しませんか？
Sure. If she wanted to stay, then that meant the evidence supporting my theory should surface soon. Okay, what were you looking at? Oh god, that's like 50 minutes of story. Damn. Right. I mean, you know, I guess I'm gonna do until let's see how far we can go. I mean, this one is almost like 50 minutes, almost an hour for a story, man. And it's mostly a filler. It's not even the main plot of the story, like, goes on. Oh, of course. Yeah, Ryu said. By the time we reached the inn mark on the map, the sky had faded in soft pink and blue dust. With a few stars, faint stars beginning to blink overhead. She lifted her head a little as she read the sign out aloud. Chengpu Street was full of shoujo-style buildings, but most were really just regular Lucalan houses, lightly refitted to look the part, all looking the same and lacking any real charm. This place, though, stood apart. Two bamboo lanterns hung beside the dark wooden doors, casting a warm, hazy glow. Ornate lattice window dotted the grey-blue walls, and through them you could just make out a lotus pond, a waterside pavilion, and the shapes of bamboo and ginkgo swaying in the courtyard.
ここって本当に旅館？あれ、看板じゃないですか？
I looked where she was pointing and spotted a nail wedged into the crack in the stone, a thin wooden board dangling from it. A thick layer of dust coated the surface like it had been left there untouched for ages. Up close, I could barely make out a sloppy brush stroke laid down with a shoujo brush pen, lodging this way. It's an inn, alright, good enough for tonight. As we pushed the door, a clear silvery laugh drifted down from somewhere above, tugging lightly at everyone's heart. A clear silvery laugh drifted down from somewhere above, tugging lightly. Huh? Oh shoot. Oh, it's Longyan. Damn.
それがあの名高い分析員の目には簡素な建物に映るだなんて。
It is merely good enough, Ogadam.
悲しいわ。
誰ですか？
The soft, that soft coquettish. What the fuck is coquettish? Coquettish. Voice lingered in the air, brushing faintly against the senses. We looked around, but could not pin down where it was coming from. My apologies. I should not have put it that way, Miss Longyan. Ah, so we knew. The moment her name left my lips, the courtyard felt silent. Only the evening breeze whispered through the flowers. After a long pause, a quiet laugh drifted across the
わ
yard.
らわのことを知っているのね。
Before ever beholding me, oh
面
goddamn,
白いわ。
this fox gonna get something. Wait, what?
知り合いなの？
I don't. Well, precisely before we came here, the only impression I had of the name Longyan was
搾州の友人が手伝ってくれれば、私たちの賞賛は大きく跳ね上がるわ。
Do you need me to step in?
あまり顔を見せない、ちょっとミステリアスな子なの。むやみに尋ねるのは失礼だから。
Only from that? Really? A shoujo connection, a discreet manner, and now the fact that she already knew who I was. Oh, okay. Okay, yeah, Ajatan. She did say Bunsekin earlier, okay. Everything aligned with what I had suspected. And from what I gathered earlier, Miss Longyan likely commanded resource far beyond anything a regional conglomerate could master. As for how I deduce... How? My gaze drifted across the courtyard again. Moonlit retreat might appear... might appear at first glance to be nothing more than a refined inn. Yet a closer look at the details invite awe. The bases of the vermilion pillars were carved from fine white jade. The jagged rocks circling the pond weren't common lake stones at all. They were far smoother, almost warm to the touch. Over the plants that looked plain beneath the moonlight were rare specimens, black pines, orchids, and other priced varieties. No ordinary innkeeper could afford splendor like this.
まさかこんなありきたりな夜に分析員と知り合えるだなんて。これも何かの縁でしょうから取引でもどうかしら。
Business, okay. Business can wait until we've settled in. I'm sure you agree, Miss Longyan.
わらわとしたことが気が早すぎたみたい。許してちょうだい。
A thin mist rose from the lotus pond, unfurling into a pale ribbon of smoke as at its far end, lattice windows lit up once with a warm, welcoming glow. You girls go ahead and rest. I still have matter to discuss with her. Okay, Egerton? Sure.
わかった。早く帰ってきてね。
Even Akasha knows.
部長。あのオーナー、なんだか怪しいですよ。
No, Cersei.
ここ
It's
はやっ
okay.
ぱり。
It's okay, Cersei. This girl will be a part of my harem soon, so don't you worry. Don't you worry. This girl will be part of my harem. Sorry, I sound like a 1940s guy. She lowered her voice, her gaze sweeping wearily across the courtyard. It's alright. I can tell she means no harm.
わかりました。
Once the girl disappeared down the lantern-lit path, the low-lying mist stirred and drifted toward another darker hallway.
分析員どうぞこちらへ。
Damn, got invited by the nine-tailed fox herself. Most clear courtyard, central room.
さあ気にせず入って。
Her voice no longer sounded distant and ethereal as it had earlier, softened by a languid, velvetly drawl. As I pushed it open, the room's opulence washed over me. On either side of the sitting room stood matching sets of tables and chairs carved from rare phoebe wood. Prized for its faint golden sheen, rosewood display shelf lined the walls, holding lustrous porcelain books and scrolls of calligraphy and art. Most striking of all was the bronze ritual vessel displayed at the heart of the shelf. It ancient form glimmered in with a deep green patina, radiating a calm, solemn gravity. I still couldn't see Longyan directly. Make her silhouette half reclined in a languid pose upon a chaise lounge. Thin coils of smoke drifted from the censer of solid gold beside her. A fresh, distinctive fragrance spread through the room, lending the lavish space of softer warmth. This incense has quite a distinctive scent.
これは柚子の葉で作ったお香。
Yuzunoha, okay, pomelo leaf.
搾
Yuzu
取
is
の内容
citrus,
は
right?
柚子の葉で厄を払う習わしがあるの。
You're from Shoujo?
ええ、行ったことはないけれどね。 わらわの先祖は
Merchants of the
海を
sea.
渡り歩く商人でね。
I see.
わらわに興
Show
味があるの
yourself,
かしら。
cunning fox lady. Curious isn't the word. I simply prefer uncover more about the person behind the scenes before I decide whether to trust them or not.
あら、わ
Ara.
らわが顔を見せないから気を悪くした
Come
のか
on,
し
bring her out.
ら。わらわに裏なんてないわよ。この主練だって容姿に自信がなくてかけているだけ。
Okay, sure,
分
yeah.
析員が興味を持ってくれるのなら。
In before she turned into a nine-tailed fox, QB. She caught the tassel caught at her side between her fingers and gave it a gentle pull. Strings of jade beads parted like flowing water, chiming softly as they brushed together. Oh wow. Oh shoot. Her design is way different. Then as drape rose, as a wash pure white vivid crimson filled my vision. She lifted her fox-like eyes, their corners slightly upturned, like shimmering within them, as a faint smile touched her lips. In the blink of an eye, the shadow of nine-tailed fox unfurled behind her, shifting and wavering in constant, graceful motion. The nine-tailed divine fox?
改めて自己紹介するわ。わらわはローエン。
Lowen.
ローズラン商会の会長で、笑福街とこの老月庵の主でもあるわ。ああ、そうそう。ローズランの水上輸送網も
So
全てわらわの事業よ。
the pink mist, the one that hypnotized people, that's also your work then?
分析員にも信じていただけるかしら。
Tell me about the arrangement between you and the Andriotti
あ
family.
ら、まだ聞いてないのね。でも意外ではないわ。向こうもわらわの返事をずっと待っていたのだから。
She let out a soft laugh, giving the folding fan a slow, languid shake. At some point, the drifting smoke had slipped away, leaving my view of her clear. The peony embroidery on the screen behind her caught the light, with a soft sheen lending her presence a stately, regal splendor.
分析員はローズランに来てまだ2日しか経っていないと聞いたわ。
My goodness,
街を
this
歩いてい
female.
て触媒凍結装置を目にしたかしら。
Peak woman design. Sorry. Oh my god. Peak female design, yeah. I have.
あの装置はナノ結晶触媒を水に投入することで水を素早く凍らせ、その時に発生した熱を都市外周に設置された排熱バレルへと伝導させて移してくれるの。この排熱バレルは船で運ばれて十分に熱を吸い切ったら外界へ送られるのよ。
In sense, its system either crystal into water, while directing excess heat into the heat barrels positioned along the city perimeter. And once there's sufficient, they are dispatched into open sea. So you intend to use them system to freeze the flood water?
町の水位が6メートルを超えないことが前提よ。それに最大の力を引き出すには3200隻ものゴンドラを投入しなくてはならないの。
Her slender finger idly toyed with a strand of her snow-white hair. The gesture stepped in quite allure, yet her eyes held a cold, calculating gleam. This arrangement is between you and the Andriotti family. What does it have to do with me?
利益を追うのは商人の本分よ。
Seeking profit, okay.
この計画、商会にとってはなかなかのリスクなのに、アンドレオッチ家が提示した報酬は少しばかり見劣りするの。でも、分析員から何かいいものをいただけるのなら、
I'll commit twice as
わら
many
わは喜
ships.
んで協力するわ。
And what is it you want?
そうね。
A faint crease from between her brows as she touched the fan lightly on her lips. Only after a long reflective pause did she release a soft sigh. 今すぐに思いつくものでもないわ。
わらわに一つ借りができたということにしておいてくれる？考えがまとまったら改めて話すわ。
Favor is the hardest debt to repay.
でも借り一つで町が救われるのよ。
Right. Sorry.
どう考えても割のいい商売だと思わない？
I leave you guys with this,
Sorry.
with this woman, with this female. I'm gonna go toilet first. I'm gonna go and go toilet. I'll be right back. Right, I'm back. Damn, that woman has been looking at me.
あなたの隣にいたバラ色の髪のあの
The
子
rose-haired girl at your side caused
重
no
複
small
害
trouble.
をめちゃくちゃにされた
I
の。
knew it. It's Cersei all along.
でも分析員が後で落とし前をつけてくれるのならひとまずは許してあげてもいいわ。
Her voice turned suddenly cold, and a sharp flare of anger lit her eyes. Behind her, the nine shadows of nine. Behind her, the shadows of nine foxtails wreathed in a brief, rippling surge. But the moment passed as swiftly as it came, and Longyan slipped back into her earlier languid grace. Like she said, if a single flavor can buy Lukellan an extra measure of safety, then it is fair exchange. All right, I accept. With that, I rose to my feet and started toward the door. Huh? Then started toward the... What the hell? Longyan paused. Clearly surprised, she slipped off the chaise without bothering to reach for her shoes. Her bare feet, pale as carved jade, stepped on the floor.
あら、もう帰ってしまうの？
Oh my god, her
あなたに特別なお茶を
A
入れて差し
beautiful
上げ
design,
るつもりだったのに。
You asked for an explanation, and I intend to provide it. As for the tea, send it to our room. My footsteps faded into the night beyond the courtyard. Longyan lingered where she stood, fingers rising lightly to her lips as a soft, lilting laugh escaped her.
噂の大ヒーローって
大ヒーローか。
意外と気さくなのね。
Before I even reached the guest room, Akasha had already heard my footsteps. She leaned from the doorway, her little head poking out.
分析員こっちこっち。今日は私たち3人が同じ部屋だよ。
セシルは隣の部屋。
Hey, threesome tonight, let's go. A little fox-shaped robot sleeping. It must have been hiding in her blind spot earlier. Hadn't noticed until now. The mechanical fork managed to balance a large tray on top of his round head, magnetically locked in place. 4 steaming cups of milk tea sat neatly arranged on the tray. So the specialty Long you mentioned was milk tea. The little fox trundled up on the table, but with no mechanical arms to set the drinks down. His eye began splashing red, as if begging for someone to help it. Oh my god, so cute. Susie hurried over, lifting the cups off the tray one by one before setting them neatly on the table. Only then did the fox seem satisfied, trundling off again.
このロボット、言語システムも搭載されてないの？じいちゃんよりも片落ちだね。
Gigi's going to be heartbroken when it hears that.
部長、さっきオーナーさんと何を話していたんですか？あれ、分析員さん、トレイにメッセージがありますよ。
Marian's lips curved into a smile, her eyes narrowing into a cheerful crescent. With that single line, she neatly deflected the question for me. Hold on for a moment. Why is it that my... Here, come on, man. Ceci rubbed her nose awkwardly, a hint of embarrassment flickering across her eyes. I took the note from Marianne, who written in that same sloppy shoujo-style brushwork were the words Retro Fast Special Classic Milk Tea. Elegant as she is, her handwriting is a disaster, goddamn.
え、これ、私の時代のインスタントミルクティー？しかも一番人気のタロイモ味。
Taro? You mean like the purple taro? What do we call it? Yeah, it's taro. It's water something, right? I forgot.
インスタントミルクティー？
I mean, it's a milk tea with instant milk tea. I mean, the name. Oh my god. She asked as she took a cautious sip. I wonder Marin didn't care for it. What? One of the flimsy paper cup and plastic straw told me it wasn't made with anything good. Aksha, on the other hand, took several delighted gulps before she finally
ク
answered.
リーミングパウダーにお湯を入れてできる飲み物のことだよ。
It's just non-dairy creamer and sweetener mixed together and hot water.
昔は甘すぎて毛嫌いしてたけど、今飲んでみるとなかなかだね。お腹も心も温まる。
She's
こ
so
れが
cute.
格安ミルクティーの魅力だね。
She stretched her arms out and flopped back onto the bed, but with contented sigh. Cersei, however, had not touched her cup. It sat exactly where it had been placed. Cersei, you are not having any? I remember you used to really like milk tea, didn't you? Oh yeah, from the what do you call? I'm rotating my hand. Flashback. There you go. I handed the cup to her. Her eyes lit up for a moment, and her fingertips trembled as she accepted. She only want the pearl milk tea, Ejatan. She doesn't want the peasant empty milk tea without the pearl in it.
はい。
Oh, okay. Sorry.
好きですよ。
Yeah, she like it. Wait, does the taro actually means like the pearl? The taro bubble tea? I mean the bubble tea, right? Bubble milk tea? Oh, I guess it's the bubble milk tea then. Wait, Akasha said it. Classic. Oh, it's the classic taro flavor. It's not the bubble. It doesn't have any like the bubble starch in it. She lowered her head, holding the cup with both hands and little to stiffy. Through the strands of rose-colored hair falling over her face, I saw her bite her lower lip, her breath growing unsteady. What the fuck? Are you getting into heat, Cersei?
少し眠くなってきたので、先に部屋に戻ります。
Something's wrong with her.
皆さんも
She's a little bit
早く
suspicious.
休んでください。
She stood up abruptly, her voice trying to sound steady but fraying at the very end. The moment the door clicked shut behind her, her composure collapsed. She almost fled down the hall, father's guest room. She leaned against the cold wall, yet the heat in her face refused to fade. Looking at the steaming cup in her hands, she finds herself smiling before she even realizes it. Smiling. And that smile only grew, brighter, wilder, laced with sweetness and with something feverish. Oh no, is she the freakish one?
まだ覚えているん
Ah
だ。
yeah, she's the freakish, stalkery one. Yeah, okay.
じゃあ彼はまだあの時の彼のままのはずよね。
Oh my god, it is perfect for her character, I guess. She's like the very nerdy, but then again, the yandere side. Yandere is a strong level. It's more like she's a possessiveness, yeah. She's obsessed with it. Not obsessed really, but possessive, yeah. Really? Both words looks kind of different, but you know, crush. Whatever. She's the freakish one. She's the freak one. Searching for trace of the men he'd once been. Drifted like feathers that didn't belong anywhere, they wandered through the long years of finally settled on a snowy day 6 years ago. Back then, Midgard has just survived descent, panic and despair spreads through the city like a plague, and none of it ever seems to touch Cersei. That the cafe she always met her chief was about to close for good. She glanced at the closing permanently to notice it in the window, let out a soft, helpless sigh. Her steps light and quick. She had 2 pieces of good news she could not wait to share with him. She had gained her manifestation power. Oh, that nice. Though the Adventist's crude medical care had nearly killed her in the process. Oh, she get a manifestation power from the Adventist, okay. Second, she had finally uncovered the proof of that someone on the aggressive board had been colluding with the Adventist. I mean, that's either, I forgot, that's either Pi or Omega. But after she sat down and shared both pieces of news, bubbling with excitement, the man across from her replied with an exhausted look. What? Really? Cersei? They're sending me to Misteltein Station soon. Oh yeah, this is before. Cersei froze. Had she slipped up somewhere? Had the board discovered what she had been doing? Tears caught the shot in her eyes and offered a faint, unreassuring smile. I volunteered.
どうしてですか?
Oh, okay. She heard the tremor in her own voice, clutched the hem of her skirt, trying to steady that helplessness rising inside her. There's been a lot these past days. After the descent, I spent all my time at the stadium organizing the rescue. The scene was devastating. He forced that last word out slowly, as if dragging it from a place he could not bury. What is this flashback? In a flashback? The Titan leveled everything, the air reeked of blood, of dust, and even things burning. 14 hours straight, I didn't find a single living soul. Any survivors? Can anyone hear me, please? By dusk the next day, I was still standing in the ruins, watching the sun dye Midgard blood red. And it struck me, everything we had been chasing, did any of it even matter? Power, ambition, and seat on the board. All of it felt meaningless in the face of something like that. Cersei stared at him in shock. She tried to open her mouth, but no sound would come. She couldn't even remember how to shake her head or how to object. Have you heard of someone named Fanny Golden?
Fanny Golden.
Oh yeah, just rescued her earlier.
マルキリーゲームの競技選手の方でしたっけ? 街ではよく彼女の CM が流れてますよね。
She was the first survivor I saved. No, more accurately, she was the one who saved me. In the early hours of the 3rd day, she answered me with a small cry, fragile yet fiercely alive. I held her in my arms, her warmth, her breath, her heartbeat, all telling me she was alive. That none of it had been for nothing. That's why I choose to work with Tau and go to Misteltein Station. Maybe I won't make it back, maybe I'll die up there, but if I can win even the smallest chance at life for the people who found the courage to answer me, then I'm willing to risk my own life. Cersei looked into his eyes. There she saw a light burning clear, bright, full of hope. A light kindled by Fanny Golden the very moment he first met her, the moment she proved she was alive. A light strike. Oh my god. Okay, I won't be, Free sand, a light that had nothing to do with her. She knew that from the moment on, his heart, not just Luna. Not just Haru, it belonged to something far greater, the fate of humanity. His steady gaze moved past her toward the horizon forever out of reach. She would be left behind, forgotten in the shadows they had once shared. The nights that had once belonged to the two of them would now be memories carried by her alone. Thinking back on the past where she had gone from someone he relied on to someone he left behind. She lowered her head, her rose-colored hair fell loose on her cheeks, her shoulders trembling uncontrollably. When she felt her tears hit the floor, she jolted back up. Only when her breathing finally steadied did she lift the milk tea to her lips. The warm liquid slid down her throat, the sweetness blooming across her tongue. So this is what it feels like to get back something precious you once lost. At that thought, the soft shimmer in her eyes settled, tightening into a small burning resolve.
私がソフィーを捕まえてみせます。
Okay, she's not the freakiest freak,
きっと
but she can act like one. There you go. She murmured the words to herself, unaware that of her very small gesture, every flicker of emotion that crossed her face was being watched. Using riptide power, Marian had already melted into the night, keeping silent watch as planned. Like a hunter sighting her prey, a cold gleam sharpened in her violet eyes. Maybe the milk tea had made her a bit too warm and cozy, because not long after flopping onto the bed, Acacia was already growing drowsy. Lost in her sleepy haze, she didn't even notice when Cersei and Marian slip out. When I leaned in to check on her, she rubbed her bleary eyes and give my shirt a small tug.
出撃の前に少し寝てもいい？
Yeah, you can. Don't worry. Of course, get some rest. Marian will let us know if anything comes up. She blinked slowly and fighting off sleep, pulled a small silver square from beneath her pillow. What's this?
MP3 音楽プレイヤーだよ。部屋で見つけたからあなたと一緒に
Oh, what kind of song we gonna listen to?
分析少しの間一緒にいてくれる？
Of course. Let's listen to it. After I turned off the light, only the small bedside lamp remained, casting a soft pool of light across the dark room. Acacia tugged my arm again, motioning for me to come closer. I pulled her into my arms, letting her curl up against my chest.
じゃあイヤホン片方ずつ使おう。
These are nice, nice illustration. She slipped one wired earbud to my ear and the other into her own, just like that the two of us were connected in this weirdly soothing way. Melody of woven faith, the kind you only ever hear in old recordings. One on the MP3 tiny screen, lyrics scroll slowly across the dim backlight. Began to slow or loud among with them.
いい曲だと思う。
I like how the general what is it? The general like music, right? So it's like subjective. For subjective answer, Ajatan always say it's nice. It's not like it's good or it's bad. Yeah, it's nice. I think that's like a good answer if anyone asks about subjective stuff, right? The song looped once, then twice. Just when I thought like I had fallen asleep, I heard soft voice rose again from within my arms.
分析今日はセシルを惑わせるために楽しく遊んでたけどアーケードゲームも綿菓子もミルクティーも楽しかったすべてがどれも懐かしかった。
Her drowsy murmur was barely more than a breath, as if it might slip into dreams at any moment. Warm tears seeped slowly through my shirt, blooming into a small damp patch.
もし昔が恋しいって言ったら失望する。
Everyone feels nostalgic sometime. I'll never be disappointed in you over something like that.
みんなもどうしてだろう。
Because no one can ever really go back in time. That's why the past ends up looking like even nicer in our memories. And the nicer it seems, the more we miss it.
なんだか罠みたいだね。もし 私が罠にはまっちゃったらどうしたらいいの？
Then think about things even nicer than the past, like the person by your side and the future that's yet to come. The looping song kept playing, and Akasha's eyelids grew steadily heavier. When the only bedside lamp finally went out, the colors of the world seemed to fade with it. Everything turned black and white, the rooms, the walls, even the faint outline of her own body. If there was really a quiet scene between one era and the next, it will probably feel like this. No ties, no love, clean and empty, like a world in black and white. Luckily, Akasha had not been alone for a long while. Oh shoot! Red. The red thread of fate had already bound Scaves and her together. Warmth traveled along the invisible red thread, blooming in her chest before slowly spreading through her whole body. Akasha closed her eyes and drifted quietly to sleep in an embrace filled with love. Time slipped by unnoticed until Marianne's hushed voice sounded. Oh my god, I cannot read. Time slipped by unnoticed until Marianne's hushed voice sounded through the door. I won't. Wait, what? The moment she's on the move, what the hell was this? What? Okay, that's weird. At the moment the words left my mouth, Akasha's eyes flew open, instantly alert. And at last, the mist shrouding Chongfu Street was ready to leave, sorry. Oh shit, really? Okay. Right. Progress 7, are you kidding me? Damn! That's a long ass story, man. Then we're gonna have file 2. I guess we're gonna stop at back to you. Let's see. As dawn neared, Chongfu Street lay quiet. Almost every shop had closed its door, leaving only the flickering neon sign to paint the alleys in patchy, shifting light. A chill wind whistled through, setting the rose of the red lantern overhead singing rapidly. Her heels hit stone pavement without sound. Damn, Marianne. Marianne's cold voice drifted down from the eaves at the mouth of the alley. In dim light, she looked like a spectre. An instant later, she was standing silently in front of Cersei. Oh, god damn. She's like a spectre, okay. Yeah, her voice sounds like it. She's very scary at time. Cersei spun around without a second thought when she saw Acacia and me at the other end of the street. Her eyes widened in shock. Oh shit, that's a nice illustration, man. What the fuck? Oh, sorry. No! Cancel it. You were going to plant those sounds and scents, weren't you? You mentioned before that your manifestation ability leaned towards mental manipulation. Ah, she did say that, right? Judging from how the theory saying this isn't just about some illusion, and you need sounds and scent to make it work. So it's mental suggestion, right? You planted the idea in everyone on Chongfu Street that they must stay here until the floods hit. So why? Is it her purpose so that she can actually save the people by proving she can do it to Ejatan? Unexpected delight crossed Cersei's face. She even let out a small unburdened smile. Are you gonna be the final boss?
昨日皆さんに遭遇した時、すでに森林暗示が植え付けられていると勘違いしていました。そのせいで精神崩壊を起こしてしまうのではないかと心配するあまり、幸い皆さん無事だったんですね。
Her tone was light-hearted, so much so that it sent a chill crawling up my spine. Why?
理由ですか。もちろんソフィーを捕まえるためですよ。
What a weird way to do it, I guess. Cersei adjusted her glass, her voice tinged with puzzlement. When I didn't respond, she went on, explaining gently and patiently.
信託の内容を忘れたのですか？
Oracle said what?
ソフィーは罪を洗うだけでなく、信者の魂を導こうとしていました。
Okay.
避難計画のように、住民たちがアルスターの内陸に避難したら、ローズランはソフィーの目標から外れますし、彼女を捕まえられなくなります。
Have you forgotten what the Oracle said? Sophie doesn't just want to be clean sin, doesn't want to clean sin, to get the souls of her faithful as well. The relocation plan goes through and everyone really evacuates into the inland area also. How is Lucian supposed to see in Sophie's radar? How are we supposed to catch her? Nah, Cersei, I think you got played by Sophie. Yeah. So the resident of Chongfu Street, they're all your bait?
はい。
Oh, come on now. That's a bad thing to do. She nodded firm and without a moment hesitation.
ソフィーを彼女の計画通りに動かすためには、これくらいのことをしないとダメなんです。心理暗示がある程度深まってから、部長に説明するつもりだったん
Until
で
the
す。
suggestion reached in deeper before telling you.
部長、私は証明したいんです。以前のように
Oh,
私を
please
信
don't
じ
make
て
her like a
頼っ
bad
ても
girl
大
or
丈
a
夫
bad
だ
girl or something. I really like her. I want her to be playable. She just misguided. I want her to be just like misguided person. Her rose-colored hair fluttered softly in the wind, strands brushing across her flushed cheek and faint smile tugging at the corner of her lips. And if you fail to stop Sophie and the flood does come, were you planning to let these people die? Cersei caught the turn on my voice and frowned, doubt flickering across her face.
もちろん考えました。
I mean, her lips moving. She has like a lips movement, mouth movement for her talking animation. So she will be playable. She will be playable. I'm sure of it.
ここにいるのは高齢者かバルハラに行きたがる巡礼者ばかりです。
Okay, now I'm not sure. Most of the people staying here are elderly or pilgrims. Wants to go to the Valhalla. What the fuck does
洪
it
水
mean?
が来てもどうせ逃げられないか。最初から逃げる気がない人
No,
たちばかり
you
です。
don't make the decision. You don't make them the decision.
私は自分の力でノスタルジア展を
Oh my god,
過去
Cersei.
に戻ったかのようなイベントにしたいんです。
Okay, that's not true at all.
降臨弾も
Of
タ
course
イ
it's
タン
not
も
fun.
ない。あの楽しかった日々を思い出し、私たちの役にも立つような
My power is what makes
いい
this
ことだ
world.
と思いませんか？
Okay, let's not do that, yeah? Cersei voice stayed calm from the beginning to end. Without the wait, what? Without the faintest hint of guilt. Without the faintest hint of guilt. I guess I guess like Sophie has something to do with how Cersei act. Undo the suggestion you planted in them.
なぜですか？
She froze, her voice trembling as if she could not believe what she just heard. There are so many ways for us to catch Sophie, but you choose the one you never should have. They are living people with the right to make their own choice. They are not tools for you to use to get what you want.
ですが、私は部
Okay,
長の
that's
力になりたくて。
oh my god, that's not the way, Sophie. I mean Cersei. I don't need that kind of help, Cersei. A victory built on needless sacrifice means nothing. At my words, Cersei bit down hard on her lip until blood welled up. She tasted iron on her tongue as she struggled to hold herself together. The light in her eyes wavered, hope draining away, leaving nothing but disappointment and despair.
意味がない。だなんて。
Oh, she refers to the stuff before, at the cafe before Egerton went up to Misteltein Station.
私が何をしてもあなたに見てもらえない
Oh,
というのですか？
you did this? I will ignore you for the rest of my life. That's not what I meant. burning with anger. 6 years of suppressed emotion surged upward all at once.
ソフィーを探し出すためにこんな卑劣な方法しか思いつかなかったのです。
Ooh, is she the freakish one? I guess so. I mean, if eventually things works our way, right? She's at least going to be like locked up in some some jail for temporary amount of time. What I did, this despicable choice was the only way I could think. Okay.
あなたとの関係を元に戻したかっただけなんです。それでもダメなんですか？世界を救うだとか使命とかそんなのどうでもいい。どうしてあなたは私から離れようとするのですか？
Okay. She is yandere. I'm sorry I have my doubt. I'm sorry I have my doubt earlier. She is a yandere. Cersei, calm down. No, that's not the way you calm down. She clutched the fabric over her chest, spitting out each word through her clenched teeth. Tears rolled down her cheeks, then all at once her legs gave out and she collapsed to the ground like an abandoned rag doll, as if every last bit of her strength drained from her.
あなたがどんどん遠くへ行ってしまうから。なんでいつも遠く私を見てください。
Damn, girl. Oh, is she possessed of something? An invisible pressure burst outward from Cersei. Oh my god, she's using her power. Her eyes reddened, bloodshot lines spiderwebbing across the whites. The concentration of Titagen around us spiked violently. Something inside her was starting to break loose. Akasha and Marian recognized it instantly. They both stepped back, putting distance between themselves, and the sobbing girl crumpled onto the ground.
分析員さん、深刻侵食です。
She's flooded! No way! Okay, so basically for those who don't know, flooded basically when the Titagen within you, exactly any manifestation, right? Any manifestation that cannot control their power, the Titagen will surge inside them. Without any control, they will get overwhelmed. Basically, she's gonna go flooded. It has been a while. It's not a while. It's been such a long time that we have like flooded situation. This is like the first time ever since like what? The first 10 chapter, I guess. Do we have any flooded even the first 10 chapters? Because the only thing they show the only I know about flooded because they always talk about it. Like, you know, watch out, she's gonna get flooded, you know. I remember back when Bubu's about to become a manifestation, they warn like we need to be careful because if we put it too much, you know, Titagen and stuff, she's gonna get flooded.
このままだと精神まで崩壊してしまいます。
She gonna become. Marian stopped observing and stepped in front of me with Akasha with hesitation. Cersei clutched her head, her shoulders jerking as stabbing pain shot through her nerves. Cersei, stay with me! Her rose-colored hair began to float, even though there was no wind at all. The color at the roots slowly bled to go. The subtle change began to appear across her body. In those final moments, before she fully transformed into a demiurge, her tear-filled eyes held resentment, sorrow, and bottomless despair. Oh my god, is she becoming demiurge? Oh my god, such a waste of a character. Not a waste of a character, because that sounds like she's an interesting character. I wish I can see her more, man. Because she fully transformed into a demiurge. Her tears-filled eye. Oh my god.
悩んだだけでなぜ精神が崩れて神格侵食にまで至ってしまうのかな。
Probably because of 6 years of culmination, right? 6 years of suppressing her feelings and stuff. Akasha stared at Cersei in disbelief. She had never seen anyone lose themselves over something like this before. Usually, it's because they cannot control her power, that's it. What she didn't know was that this moment had been building. That I said. It's 6 years of building, fed by single unbroken lie. For over 2,000 days, Cersei Deivos Apathy, the goddess of deceit, had been reinforcing the same suggestion inside her again and again. Someday he will come back to me. Ooh. She clung to that lie to hold herself together, believing her patience will be rewarded, believing he will eventually turn back to her. But now that lie had finally shattered. The moment it collapsed was the moment its price came due. The air grew thick and sticky, fine cracks spidered across the stone slabs beneath our feet, with rose-colored mist seeping up through them. I drew in a steady breath and stepped forward. Akasha and Marian exchanged a quick glance. In that instant, they understood exactly what I meant to do. As I moved toward her, her expression twisted even further. The Titagen inside her surged violently out of control, whipping up an invisible storm through the narrow lanes of Chongfu Street. But the moment it reached me, the storm unraveled, flowing obediently into my body. I crouched beside her, leaned in, and gently pulled her into my arms. She fought me with everything she had, shoving at my chest, desperate to break free of the embrace. So basically, Ejaten can absorb Titagen. That's his power. Stay still. More and more Titagen poured out of her and flowed into me. Her ragged, frantic breath gradually settled into a steady, even rhythm. The golden strands of her hair faded back into soft rose, falling in loose, wispy strands. When they brushed against my fingertips, they still carried faint warmth. Her bangs were damp with sweat, plastered messily across her pale face. She looked completely disheveled. Once the flooding was fully suppressed, some strength seeped back into her limbs, only for her to use all trying to push me away. Okay. I mean, Cersei, come on. Yes, I did. When I was stabilizing her flooding, the fragmented Titagen spilling out of her flowed into me. And the end of that winter flooded into my mind in vivid detail. So he's going to know about it. They are sending me to the stations. Okay, wait, before we continue, I'm going to toilet one more time. Oh my god. It's been building up. My urine. I'm sorry, what do I do again? Alright, I'll be right back. Right, hold on for a moment. Wait a second. Oh my god. Where is it? There you go. Right. Cersei, will you come with me? Oh.
私が
Okay, I didn't expect that. The Ejatan invited Cersei. Yes, Luna was injured during the descent and she might end up losing all her memories. Oh. Do we know about that? I guess so. And Haru, I think she still need more time before she's ready. There aren't many people left I can trust, so will you join my team and come with me to Miss 13 Station?
私がですか
She ran her fingertip along the edge of the chair, trying to hide her embarrassment. So basically, oh, sorry about that. Oh, sorry about that. Where's it? Okay, there. Oh, there you go. Right. Her. So basically, she. How do I say this? She purposely, not purposely. She took these memories. She fragmented this memory and took this one out. Why? She remembered the hardships of her time in Ulster. She remembered the grind of her internship and the time she had to grit her teeth just to get by among the Aventis. All of it had been for a better life, to satisfy the restless, ambitious heart. Okay. Not for humanity, a mass of strangers she never met, not for some vague, lofty ideal.
すみません
Yeah, so she doesn't have the heart to do it. With Ejatan. I see. Her reluctance must have been too obvious, because Kate caught it right away. He didn't blame her or try to talk her into it. He didn't even show the faintest trace of disappointment. He simply gave a faint smile. It's alright, I understand, everyone walks their own path. Then, before I leave, will you do me one last favor, Cersei?
何ですか
Plan a suggestion in me, make it this. The paper books at Academica Acropolis are important. Oh!
それだけですか
Cersei froze. She had thought it would be some dangerous mission, something to atone for her betrayal. But instead, it turned out to be something this small. Yes, that's it. There's something else I want to give you too. He placed a thin letter of recommendation in her hands, the envelope sealed with a red wax stamp. With this letter, you can work under Director Tau or Omega. Oh, sorry, Titha, sorry. Director Tau or Titha. Back this time, Titha is still like, you know, a proper director. And become full-fledged Yggdrasil employee again. I'm sorry for deciding for you before even asking your opinion. But the truth is, they focus more on technical work, which means far less internal politics. It's a place where your abilities can truly shine and where your way up will be much easier. Cersei stared blankly at the recommendation letter, the color slowly draining from her face. So he would know she will not want to go to Mr. Tin's station with him even before he asks. Wait, what? So he would know she wouldn't want to. Okay, right. He was fighting for the future of all humanity while she had only been thinking of climbing higher. He already He will already pave a path for her, and she didn't even have the courage to stand with him and face what was ahead.
ありがとうございます
Oh, that's it. She had so much she wanted to say, but in the end, her own cowardice reduced everything to just two cold, empty words. In the end, she clutched the letter, shot to her feet, and ran from the tiny pocket of warmth against the snow. And that single moment of running away ended up sending her into 6 long years of emptiness. Damn. So it was guilt that made you care so much about being needed by me. Ah, yeah, that's true, because, you know, she tried to prove herself now. Because the past 6 years she has been running away. She feel empty, yeah.
今さらそんなことを言っても何の意味もありません
Reach.
どうせ許してくれませんよね
Oh, don't say that. Reach out. Cersei lifted her head, staring the hand I held out to her, her tear-reddened eyes clouded with confusion.
これは
You're not going to Miss Stelton's station back then. That wasn't your fault, and wanting a better future for yourself was never wrong to begin with. If I had known all this had been weighing on you, I would have pulled you out of that darkness myself. Damn. But it isn't too late. If you're willing, we can still set the right things. Sorry, we can still set things right on Chongfu Street. You're much kinder and stronger than you think, and a lot closer to me than you realize. And a lot freaky. So, will you like to try standing with me this time? My hand hovered in the air. She didn't answer for a long while, only staring at it, dazed. It was such a short distance, one she could close with a single motion, yet something heavy still held her back. Her fingers twitched. She reached out a fraction, then recoiled in fear. Yes, you can, Cersei. Of course you can. After a long silence, Cersei finally reached out. She raised her arm slowly, letting her fingertips rest in my palm, trembling with hesitation. Beside us, Akasha and Marian shared a relieved glance, letting out quiet breath in unison. I closed my hand around hers and helped her to her feet. By then, the first light of dawn had spilled over Chongfu Street, gently dragged. Oh, that's like that. That took a while, you know. We start like after midnight, I guess. Oh yeah, something like that. And helped her to her feet. By then, okay. Hey, yeah! She's become a party member. Alright, first we need to break the suggestion plan into the residents and evacuate them inland. Cersei rubbed her eyes soft from crying, then shook her head with a weary sigh. So what just let it wear off then?
暗示の刷り込みに成功したということは暗示を受け入れたということです。ですので暗示を受けた人が自ら暗示を疑うようにならないと解けません。もともと過去を懐かしませる暗示であり、かつアポカリプス能力による刷り込みなので普通の人が抵抗できるとは思えません。
Her voice faded away as she lowered her head in guilt, biting her lower lip again until it bled. Is there really nothing we can do?
あるにはあります。暗示を受け入れた人々の潜在意識はつながっていて網のようになっています。
A hive mind?
簡単に言うと集団暗示は鎖のように一人一人とつながっているのです。
So even if one link breaks, the whole chain will start to loosen. Cersei nodded softly, confirming my guess.
ですが私の暗示は最初から皆さんに聞いていませんでした。
I mean...
アカシアさんなら可能性があるかもしれません。
When Cersei looked her way, Acacia blinked and then a look of I see her face.
それって私がまだ過去を
I
懐かしん
see.
でい
Oh
る
wait, I see that. Yo, I'm sorry, man. I fall right into that one, am I? Did I? Holy shit. Oh, fuck. I fall right into that one. Yeah. Oh, I see. Shit.
はい。あなたが自主的に暗示を受け入れたら潜在意識の網に割り込めるかもしれません。
In that case, the suggestion you planted in me about the paper books the suggestion you planted in me about the paper books at Academic Acropolis?
はい。あの時も部長が自分に言い聞かせて信じようとしたから私の暗示が成功したんです。
How can I forget that? Back at when we go to Academic Acropolis, right? That's where we found out about Luna. Right? That's where the name where we have a picture of Luna with us inside a book. And that's how we even remember to go there, I guess. And basically it's Cersei the one who planted that. You convince yourself first. There you go.
大したリスクはなさそうだね。じゃあそのプランで行こう。
Akasha nodded like it was nothing. Cersei, however, frowned again, worry creeping back into her
で
face.
すが鎖の一部になったら簡単には逃げ出せなくなります。まあそうは言ってもみんなを助けるには
I'm glad that the death spared Cersei. I really want to see more of her.
分析員私は自分に自信があるの。 だから試させてよ。
She shot me a playful wink, her eyes crinkling with a smile.
あなたも私を信じてくれるよね。
Yes, I did. Yes, I do. But to be safe, I'll enter your inner mind and help you break free from suggestion. Yeah, that's the proper stuff to do.
私もその方がいいと思います。
I mean, you just got the outside
安
world.
心してください、分析員さん。その間、あなたとアカシアさんをちゃんと守り抜いてみせますから。
As Cersei listened, the worry on her face only deepened.
そんなこと無理よ。それじゃあ始めよっか。住民救出大作戦。ところでどこまで行ったら暗示を破ったことになるの？何か特別な感じになるの？明確にそこから出ようと考え
If
ら
you
れ
form a
れ
clear,
ば
definite thought,
出
okay.
られるはずです。了解。分析員が私の心象風景に入った後、セシルの暗示を受けてなんとか網に入ってみるよ。
Alright, let's begin. Hearing the Akasha let her body relax and manifested her inner mind. Cersei's hypnotic whisper drifted into our ears, each word slowly sinking into my subconscious.
ここはあなたの懐かしき過去。洪水が来るまであなたはここから離れようと思いません。ずっとここにいて楽しく遊びましょう。
The scene around me grew hazy, and Chongfu Street slowly faded from view. My consciousness sank, dropping into the depth of Akashia's inner mind. Hey, let's go. Good God, file 2? It's too close though. I could do it. Wait a second, let me see. Yeah, nothing much, to be honest. Right. Do I want to do it? How long is file 2? Shoot. You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna leave it here. Tomorrow I will be starting. I will start early. Yeah, that's all for it for tonight. I think the most messed up part is because I could stream on Monday, right? Back on Monday, I could stream like properly, but because I have like so much stuff to do, I only stream like what 40 minutes, under an hour. So yeah, stuff happened. So I guess it's okay-ish. Right, let's get you guys back to the intermission. Wait a second, let me just cut this one. Or not this one, what the hell? Oh, there you go. Right. Cool. Anyways, yeah, I think that's all for tonight then. I will be finishing this tomorrow. I hope I can finish it tomorrow. And then on Saturday, I might do some Honkai Impact 3rd, I guess. So for Heaven's Raid, I did say I want to start last week, but as I said, as usual, stuff happened. You know, I could not make it. So wait, when was, I think for Heaven's Raid we're gonna start. Let me check. Play all. For Heaven's Raid, we're gonna start on 6th of June. Yeah, that's when I'm gonna do Heaven's Raid. So yeah, and tomorrow I'm finishing it. I think Saturday we're gonna do like event story for. We're gonna continue the event story for Honkai Impact 3rd. So yeah, look forward for that. And anyways, thank you for coming, guys. And yeah, hope you guys have a fantastic night. I mean, fantastic day. And you guys have a good night. Sleep well, stay safe, and I'll see you all next time. Bye bye.